Guys, hello once again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in general, and guys, I am pleased to announce, I am pleased to present, even though some people, in the WNBA fans of the WNBA are not so happy about this news, but I am an Ohio girly, and I am pleased to announce that Cleveland, that is Cleveland, Ohio, the land, is expected to bring back the Cleveland Rockers come 2028. Now, let me read you a little article from sportsbusinessjournal.com titled Cleveland Likely to Get Next WNBA Franchise in 2028. The WNBA is preparing to award Cleveland its 16th franchise. Multiple sources have told SBJ with an approximate bid worth a league record of $250 million. So I believe that the billionaire, they should tell us who it is in this article, but the billionaire who put in that bid, he's worth $10 billion, Billion as a B, B as in boy. So he actually offered $250 million to bring back the Cleveland Rockers. The sources put Cleveland's expansion chances as high as 90%, so more than likely it's going to happen. I'm happy, with an announcement expected no later than March. Instead, the WNBA has rethought its original plan of adding just one team and could award one or two more franchises to bring its league total to 18 clubs. The presumed leaders for the second and third teams are Philadelphia, Houston, Nashville, Detroit, and Miami, with the league reiterating tonight that nothing is finalized. The WNBA has received formal bids from many interested ownership groups in various markets, and we are currently in the process of evaluating these proposals, a WNBA spokesperson said in a statement. Cleveland is expected to join the league for the 2028 season, playing at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. They will be reprised as the Cleveland Rockers, an original WNBA franchise that folded after the 2003 season when former owner Gordon Gunn could not sell the team due to tumbling revenue and erratic attendance. But in the 2 decades since, the league's exponential growth and popularity has led to rising expansion fees. The Golden State Valkyries, the league's 13th franchise launching in May, paid $50 million to join the WNBA, while Toronto and Portland, the 14th and 15th franchises, paid $115 million and $125 million respectively. Now that has doubled. As recent as 2 weeks ago, the WNBA applied to trademark the name Rockers, as well as the names of 3 other former franchises, the Houston Comets, the Detroit Shock, and the Miami Soul, and also the Charlotte Sting, all clues to who could be in the running to the 17th and 18th teams, but not a complete giveaway. Sources said Houston is probably the most positioned for the 17th team, largely because the Rockets recently built a 75,000 square foot practice facility. Owner Tillman Fertitta is reportedly worth more than $10 billion, and they have an NBA infrastructure that is appealing to the league. The Comets are also an amazing brand, and it's stunning they even left the league, said a source, referencing the 4-time champion Comets folding in 2008 due to $4 million in annual losses again. That is so crazy. Houston Comets in Houston, Texas, they were the first WNBA dynasty. They had 4 championships. I believe they had three-peated. They had won at least 2 back-to-back, possibly 3. And it's just crazy how it was still able to dissolve because, again, due to the lack of revenue, they keep the team running. Philadelphia is likely another clear frontrunner, sources said, and indications are that when 76 owner Josh Harris partnered with Comcast on a new arena in South Philadelphia, the priority was to house a WNBA team along with the Sixers and Flyers. Steve Greenberg, the managing director of Allen & Co., which is overseeing the expansion process on behalf of the WNBA, has declined comment on all bidding, but sources say the bids have ranged from $200 million to $250 million, and that the Cavaliers likely won the 16th franchise with their high-end $250 million proposal, their NBA infrastructure, and their burgeoning facilities. Owner Dan Gilbert and the Cavaliers, who declined comment, are constructing the Cleveland Clinic Global Peak Performance Center, which will be the centerpiece of Gilbert and Bedrock's $3.5 billion Cuyahoga Riverfront Master Plan. The NBA Cavaliers would operate out of that facility, while the Rockers would move into the Cavaliers' current state-of-the-art training center in Independence, Ohio, complete with 2 practice courts, a team theater, and a weight room in a remote wooded setting. Gilbert, who reportedly has poured over $1 billion into Cleveland sports and entertainment ecosystem since purchasing the Cavaliers in 2005, would also continue to upgrade the new Rockers facility. In all, 13 cities have bid for the next WNBA expansion teams: St. Louis, KC, Austin, Jacksonville, Nashville, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Detroit, Houston, Miami, Denver, Charlotte, and Milwaukee. Under the NBA collective bargaining agreement, current NBA players can buy up to 4% of a team as long as the current league owner is not part of the bidding group. Celtics Jason Tatum has invested in the St. Louis bid, and Suns forward Kevin Durant in the Austin bid. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes is part of the KC group, or Kansas City, and former WNBAer Candace Parker is an investor in the Nashville group. As to why the WNBA is willing to take on potentially 3 teams instead of 1 right now, with the last 2 likely arriving in 2029 or 2030, the sense is that there have been multiple bids approaching $250 million. Again, guys, I'm very excited. Again, I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and Lima, Ohio, and I am very excited to see, a WNBA team come to my great state of Ohio, okay? Right now I'm in New Mexico, but eventually, hopefully after my military contract is up, hopefully sometime in May, I can skill bridge up out of here. I'll be doing my skill bridge remote back home in Ohio.
I was born in Ohio too.
Where?
Cleveland.
Israel?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Cleveland.
That's why I'm a pass. You from Ohio, you don't know nothing about the land. I f with you though. I like the shoes.
But all in all, guys, Cleveland, again, they have the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I understand a lot of people are like, have criticisms of this, with all these announcements of new WNBA teams coming already, more expansion happening in the WNBA, and it seems like it's going by so quickly. And again, I agree with those people. It's like, again, you have teams currently, such as the Connecticut Sun, they don't have practice facilities. They have to split their court, their basketball court, they have to divide it up because on the other side of that divider was a 4-year-old's birthday party going on. Okay, players such as Alyssa Thomas have made constant comments about how disrespectful it is and how it's just so frustrating to be on a team that has great talent, but you don't have the facilities. You don't have things to recover and aid in athletes such as injury, performance enhancement abilities, and things of this nature. And it's like, why we keep on expanding so quickly, right? We got the Golden State Valkyries, we got the Toronto Tempo, and now possibly we may bring back the Cleveland Cavaliers. We may bring back the Charlotte Sting, the Houston Rockets. Again, I love it. I love the expansion, okay? But at the same time, it's like, why not take care of the teams we got right now and actually give them all the resources that is needed and necessary to actually be playoff contending teams? It's kind of like, imagine you're a couple, right? And we see it all around us, let's be honest. You have a couple and they got 4 kids that they can barely take care of. And like you ask them about their future plans, like, what are y'all going to go on some birth control, vasectomy, something? And they're talking about, well, we want to have 8 children, we actually going to keep on. You're going to have 8 children, you can't take care of the 4 you got right now. And it's like, I understand that criticism of the WNBA. It's like, we kind of expanding too quickly. Again, I am excited. I want to see all these teams, specifically Houston Comets, the Cleveland Rockers, even the Detroit Shock, Charlotte Sting, Miami Soul I didn't really care about. Let's say the Sacramento Monarchs, all these teams, these great teams. Let's bring them back. But at first, let's take care of the children that we got right now that are starving. Again, they starving girls up in Connecticut. I told y'all. DeWanna Bonner, she was just elated, okay, when she saw that the Indiana Fever, they have a private chef and they get breakfast served every morning, like omelets, customized omelets, scrambled eggs, biscuits and everything else with gravy, okay? She was starving up there out in there in Connecticut, okay? And, I made a joke about her looking like olive oil. Again, no more jokes. But seriously, it's like, what sense does it make to keep expanding these teams when we have poor ran facilities right now? Again, it's like, I love the idea of all these teams coming back, but can we at least get a practice facility just for the Connecticut Sun? And another criticism, people are saying that the WNBA does not learn from their mistakes, meaning that what sense does it make to put a WNBA team in cities where there are already NBA teams? Okay, Cleveland, they already have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Golden State, they have the Golden State Warriors. There was like, people in that city are people who want to travel to that city. They already have a basketball team to support, such as obviously the men's basketball team. They said, why do we keep on putting WNBA teams in cities where they'll have to compete with NBA players? And it's like, I understand that, but at the same time, they shouldn't have to compete with the NBA. Again, basketball is basketball, but again, the men's game versus the women's game, there are some huge differences. And it's like, I don't see it as competition, like who, in revenue and like ticket sales. So at the same time, I guess coming from a financial standpoint, they are competing with each other. And it's like, you got the Dallas Mavericks and you got the Dallas Wings. Connecticut, they're all alone in Uncasville, Connecticut. You would think they would capitalize on that. Okay, the owner, or rather the owners, and like, really pour into that facility, but they don't. Like you got the Chicago Bulls, and then you got the Chicago Sky. You got the LA Sparks, you got the LA Lakers. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly if that may be a problem in like, the future where we see WNBA teams competing with the NBA teams for, revenue and ticket sales. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on the Cleveland Rockers possibly coming back into the WNBA. And also, do you guys agree with this? And also, do you guys agree with the fact that we may be expanding just too fast, just a little bit too fast? Again, let's take care of the children that we got right now. Half of them are starving, running around with pampers that need to be changed instead of, saying like, let's make more babies. Let's take care of the babies we got right now in WNBA. The WNBA has a breeding fetish and they must be stopped.